Hey everyone, it's Chrissy from Chrissy's Beautiful Life, and I will put you on fast forward in just a moment. I just wanted to show you what I have left for my Serendipity, that 12 by 12 pad that I was telling you about. This is literally, this is it. This are the things I've decided to use up, and once they're done, I'm calling it done. There's a few other scraps like this, which are part of the, but I'm not going to use them because I don't really have a reason for them. So, and this of course is the branding strip. So to me, not using up all the branding strips, still considering it done. Yeah, and then this, like, I'm probably going to try to use it for white for matting. So, but that's what I have. I have some branding strips left. I will try to find a fun way to include those. So I've got that. Let me get this part out of the way for you. I do have this little strip that I like. Jackson got a hold of it, so it's a little bit wrinkled, but I want to use this on a layout somehow. I have a little bit of this beautiful heart paper. I really like this, so I might try to use that on something. And then these are my full sheets. This one I have a strong feeling will be just flipped over to be used for the white. Like I've said in previous videos, I have the hardest time with this color, so finding another girly layout to do it on, probably not so much. So there's that. This one I know I can use some way somehow. This one definitely I will use this whole sheet. I am not quite sure how I want to use this piece yet because I just did a layout with this pattern paper, so I've got to really think about it. And then I still have this sheet as well, and I haven't decided if I want to use the front or back, but I will do that. So I'm going to put you on fast forward, and it's going to be a surprise on what I do. All right guys, thanks so much. Hey everyone, so I know I said I was going to do a process video, but that didn't end up happening. So instead I'm going to do my whole share for you. I want to start by saying, so I'm kind of doing this because her name is Susan Ornelas, had asked that I do like a kit, put together my own stuff and do it. I of course don't do it like that, but this is as close to doing something like that as I would ever get. So I wanted to do that. If you can hear anything, Jackson's just sitting on my lap here. So I want to show you what I got done. I know just 5 seconds ago you saw what I had left, so let me show you now what's actually left. This is what I was working with, the Dear Lizzie Serendipity. These are all of my scraps that I have. They're all going in the trash. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna use these. I may save this white to use just as the white, so I might put that somewhere. But the only things that I am going to keep, I didn't get to use this, so it's just gonna go in my stash because it will get used. So that's one thing that I didn't get used. Jackson wants to play with the scraps here. This is the one full piece of 12 by 12 that I just couldn't decide how to use it. So I'm gonna put it in with my other 12 by 12s, and it's, to me, it just says birthday. So I'm gonna use it for a birthday somewhere down the line. And like I said, lots of scraps. I will cut out some of these mason jars and put them in with my embellishments. And the last piece that I wasn't really sure how to use was this one right here. And it's because I had already used it with, like, using this diagonal, and I just wasn't sure how else to use it without it being in the same album and looking too similar. So I'm going to put it away with my scraps for now, and if something comes up, I'll use it, and if not, I'm going to toss it without crying because I got a lot done. So let me move on to my actual layouts for you. Okay, so in total, I think I got about 24, 25 layouts done, which is pretty darn good considering there were 48 pieces of pattern paper. Alrighty, so let me begin. I am not going to tell you what these layouts are about or anything like that. I've done layout shares, or there will be layout shares for the rest of them that go more in depth. It's just to show you how the pattern paper was used. So in this layout, it was simply used by this heart, and then this, the blue. I really love this navy blue here. I used the same navy blue in that one, so I had 2 sheets of that, and that's how that was utilized. On a few of them, as you can see there, it's not there. The reason why is like this, I will never ever use this, so I just used it as the white. So I did that on 1, 2. I used it on this one as well, 3. And then, but this and I think just this card is from the line. So there's that. And then I used the wood grain on this one along with the pink. This layout I used the really pretty polka dot in the pink, and then that was it. This is Dear Lizzie, but not the same collection. So I used it as the main piece of pattern paper for this layout. This layout actually has, I think, 2. So this is the pretty pink, and then when I flip it over, you can see, oh, so there's 3. So you can see this, and then I cut this, and there's this. So it's white, the colored, like the face up of the pattern paper, and then white. So this whole thing is using the collection, just obviously in different ways. I used a strip of the heart here, and then I backed this piece with this pretty, although I would never use this on anything else, I was able to use it on here. It matched well. Here's a piece of that really pretty banner paper and some of the heart. This is another one where I couldn't figure out how to use it, so I used it as the white for the backing. I used the paper strips for here along with the pretty confetti paper, and then the back of it is also part of the pattern paper. This is another one where it's just used on the back for the pattern paper, so I used the white side. Another one where I used 2 strips of it for the white. This is the star paper that I really loved, and so I used one part of it on this layout. It's a whole 12 by 12, so I cut another piece out. This is another sheet of it. There were 2 sheets of it, and I backed it on this one, and then I used it as a border on this one with the really pretty pink. So this one I used a lot of the pattern paper here. This one is another example where I just used the white side of it. And this one I used the lemon paper here. Sorry, my son's he's playing, he's not upset. But I used the lemon paper here for that, and the gold here. So this gold is very pretty, so it's using a lot of the pattern paper there. Here's another example of the lemon paper. Hold on, just getting him on my lap so he'll settle down for a minute. I used the lemon paper, and then you flip it and there's the other pattern paper. I used a strip of the pattern paper here, and here this is one of the border strips. And then again, if I could flip this, you can't actually see it, but if I could flip this, this is also a piece of that pattern paper using the white side of it. This is that same really pretty pink polka dot, excuse me, and then I bordered it with that piece of pattern paper, which is where that other square is coming from, is from this. I use the really pretty, I love this triangle paper, so there's that. And then this border is part of the cut apart for that collection. And lastly, I took all of the branding strips and I layered them up here and here, and then I painted the word one, so this is white and then the drawing's in pink, so I painted it and then used a piece of the backing, which you can't see, to cover it up as well. So that's it, guys. That's what, like 25 layouts used from one collection. So I had a lot of fun. I'm so happy that I got it done, and now I get to move on to another 12 by 12 pad. So let me know what you think about this, if you would like me to do another one. I also am almost all the way through another 12 by 12 pad by Maggie Holmes, so I can show you that as well if you wonder how you stretch your 12 by 12 pads, if they're actually worth your time and your money. Thanks everyone so much for watching. I'll be back soon. Bye.